There is nothing more frustrating than glancing at your phone and seeing that battery icon just glowing red when you've barely even used it all day. Well, today we're going to tackle one of the biggest silent killers of your Android's battery life.
So, does this sound familiar? You pull your phone out of your pocket, and it's weirdly warm to the touch. And you look at the battery, and it's just plummeted. 20, 30, maybe even 40% while it was just sitting there. You haven't been playing games or watching videos, so what on earth is going on?
Well, the answer usually isn't some random app you just downloaded. Nope. The real battery thief is something you can't even uninstall. It's something that's supposed to be helping your phone run smoothly. It's a core, trusted process that's just gone completely haywire. So let's pull back the curtain on this unseen thief, shall we? We are talking about Google Play Services. Yeah, it's the engine behind your entire Android experience, but lately, for a lot of people, it's become the single biggest source of battery drain.
Okay, so what exactly is Google Play Services? The best way to think about it is like the central nervous system of your Android phone. It's this vital link that connects all of your apps to Google's most essential features. From Google Maps knowing where you are, to you getting that notification that your friend just messaged you. It's designed to work silently in the background.
Right, so if it's so essential, why is it suddenly turning into a battery-guzzling monster? See, the problem isn't what it does, but how it's doing it. Let's dive into the technical reasons your phone just can't seem to get any rest. The key technical term you need to know here is wake lock. And honestly, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a rogue process that gets stuck and forces your phone's processor, its brain, to stay awake and active. So even when your screen is off and your phone should be in a deep, battery-saving sleep, it's secretly running a marathon in your pocket, just burning through your battery. So what's triggering these awful wake locks? Well, it almost always comes down to one of these three culprits. First, you've got constant location pings, where an app is just asking Google Play Services, where am I, where am I, where am I, over and over again. Second, background sync errors, where your phone fails to sync something like your contacts or email and just keeps trying endlessly. And third, and this is a big one, simple corrupted cache files, just old temporary files that are messing with a new system update. Now, if you're thinking, hang on, this sounds really familiar, you are absolutely right. This is not a new problem. After a major update back in late 2017, this exact issue happened. And now, here we are in early 2026, and a new security patch has triggered the same kind of severe battery drain all over again. It's like history is repeating itself. And to put the severity of this bug into perspective, we're talking about it draining 3 to 5% of your total battery life every single hour it's just sitting there on standby. That means your phone could be completely dead in less than a day without you ever even turning on the screen. It's wild. Okay, enough about the problem. Let's get to the solutions. The good news is you can absolutely fix this. I'm going to walk you through 3 different methods, from the quickest, easiest fix to the most powerful one. All right, our first solution is the fastest and a lot of the times the most effective. We're just going to clear out those old, corrupted temporary files we just talked about. Think of it like a digital spring cleaning that can immediately stop a rogue process right in its tracks. Here's how you do it. Just go into your phone settings, find your list of apps, and then scroll all the way down until you find Google Play Services. Tap on it, then go to Storage and Cache, and just hit that Clear Cache button. And don't worry, this will not delete any of your personal data. Now, the final and most critical step is to restart your phone. That's what really makes the fix stick. So what if clearing the cache didn't work? We move on to the #1 cause of these wake locks, location polling. We need to basically tell your apps to stop constantly asking Google Play Services where they are, especially when you're not even using them. For this fix, you're going to open up your settings again, but this time, tap on Location. And here, you'll see a list of every single app that has permission to know where you are. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go through this list and change any app that's set to all the time to while using the app only. Seriously, this single change can have a massive impact on your battery. All right, on to our third and final solution. This is the big one. If the first 2 methods didn't work, it probably means the version of Google Play Services itself is just fundamentally bugged. So we need to uninstall that faulty update and let your phone grab a fresh, stable version. Now this sounds a lot scarier than it actually is. You're just heading back to that same Google Play Services screen in your app settings. Look for those 3 little dots in the corner, tap them, and then select Uninstall Updates.
This just rolls it back to the factory version it came with. After you restart, and this is super important, just open the Google Play Store. That simple action triggers the system to check for an update, and it'll automatically install a new, clean, and hopefully bug-free version.
So there you have it. You've done it. By following these steps, you've diagnosed the problem, you've targeted the cause, and you've applied the fix. You have taken back control from a faulty piece of software and given your battery a whole new lease on life.
And here's probably the most reassuring part. Tech experts all agree your phone's hardware is fine. The battery itself isn't failing. This is purely a software problem, which means it is 100% fixable by you. That's got to be a relief, right?
Just look at the payoff here. You go from a state of constant wake locks to a phone that can actually enter deep sleep. Instead of that horrible standby drain, you can literally double your standby time. And those endless, annoying background location pings, yeah, they're now replaced by permissions that you control. This is the difference between a frustrating device and one that just works. And think about it for a second. You just performed a pretty deep fix on your phone's own central nervous system. It just goes to show you that with a little bit of knowledge, you have so much more control over your device than you might realize. Which kind of leaves us with one final question. What other hidden settings are just waiting for you to discover and optimize?